So completed my first night or first sleep during the day. It's almost 4:30 in the afternoon, and I slept from about 9 to 3, which was really good actually, considering it's middle of the day. It was quiet enough. I didn't have really any issues. So night one in the hotel, I'll call a success, although I was probably pretty tired for the What is up, everybody? Day one in Trivandrum, first full day here, and wanted to share a little bit about what I got to experience today, which wasn't a tremendous amount. It was a work day for me, so I got the first full day. Hey, I want to get it out of the way. First and foremost, the food, right? You're thinking India, I'm traveling. I got to tell you about some exotic food. Oh, first meal here was, you're not going to believe this, but first meal was a cheeseburger and french fries. I know, right? Disappointing as it may seem. It was a hamburger and some french fries. But hey, my second meal was a little more exotic. We got out of the office, went down the street, and we hit up the local Subway. So I had a Subway club. And that is not a joke. That is really my first two meals here in India. And what can I say? The third meal, though, was officially an Indian meal, although it wasn't out at a restaurant. It was from the hotel, but it was my dinner, and it was an actual traditional Kerala meal, which Kerala is in the state that I'm actually in. I'll talk a little bit more about that this week and as I go on. The meal was good. It was a little bit of fish and some chicken, kind of a roasted chicken, rice, and had a curry stew. All of it was really good. Some rice bread, no complaints, not too spicy. I think they warned them that I couldn't take the spice. I don't know. But anyway, it was very mild and it was really good. So I'm looking forward to more localized meals like that. So anyway, enough about the food in the first day. So you want to know about some of the local stuff? Well, man, let's see. Let me just take a look at the local paper here, and I'll give you some local news. Here we go. In the local paper today, being April 4th, it says, oh wait, hey, you know what? They actually have fake news, and they put it right on the newspaper. If you don't believe me, it's right there. Fake news. Who knew? They call it right out, right on the newspaper. Interesting. Another part of the newspaper, again from today, is Day's Diary. World Trade Center, a large complex of 7 buildings in Lower Manhattan, New York City, featuring the Twin Towers. The World Trade Center opened on this day in 1973. I think that's a reflection back. I'm not sure. They don't have it worded as such, but I'm not sure, because they actually have a picture of the Twin Towers in today's paper. So you know, again, not 100% sure, but I think that might be a little bit off. So anyway, that's the news. Who knew? You're probably not interested in that news, so we'll get rid of that news. Let me talk a little bit more about the travel. Whew, wow. You know, I only got to experience about 45 minutes of outside daylight today because I was working overnight. So the trip to the office, though, was quite an experience just from driving. Crazy drivers. I don't even know how to describe it. I mean, there's motorcycles, there's cars, there's rickshaws. There seems to be no lanes of traffic. There's no, at the intersections, no lights, although there's police directing some traffic on the highway. Really, it was really exciting. I know everybody that drives in Dallas would like that anyway, or any other big city, but it's definitely different than that. I would not want to drive here. There's no way I would drive here. It was scary enough just riding in the cab on the way to the office, which was alone in itself a 45-minute ride in rush hour traffic. So crazy. I'm going to share some of my initial thoughts too on just the culture here and some of the people. Everybody's super nice, really friendly. It's a very pleasing culture, I think. I think just in general, everybody that I met is very happy. They want to make others happy, which is great. I mean, it's great to be around. I didn't run across anybody today that seemed to be in a foul mood or a poor mood or anything like that. Very generous and friendly. So I'm learning a lot about the people. I'm not going to talk about the individual people, but you know, some great stories, some great learning experience. They're very open to sharing with me about the culture. I'm really interested in learning more about it, so I'll get to experience more of that. I talked a little bit about the drive on the way to the office. Talk about the infrastructure. Some of the roads are not the greatest roads, but they're not also terrible. Buildings and such are some older, some newer. I'm working in a technology park, and it's very, I'll say newer, last 10, 15 years, it's infrastructure. And you know, so it's a lot better, I'll say, than some of the other parts of the city that I've seen, which is not much so far. So the state that I'm in India is actually called Kerala, and it's a southern state. It's on the southwest coastline of India. And it's very tropical, very humid. It's in the 80s, 98% humidity here, so definitely no cold weather. They're actually in the middle of summer. Summer started in February here. The language, which I found out today, interestingly enough, which I did not know, I thought that in India the primary language was Hindi, and I found out today that Hindi is not the primary language spoken by the people in Kerala. It's actually a language called Malayalam, and so Malayalam is the actual native language for everyone here, and they do not speak Hindi, and it is a different language. I cannot tell, obviously, from the dialect. I just don't know it yet. Not that I expect to learn the language or anything. That would be great, but I don't think I can do that in 2 weeks. So, so there you go. Just a little bit about that, and hopefully over the next few days I'll have more video, more pictures to share, and more interesting stories. But hey, as I was editing this video today, I noticed that I had some really poor camera placement, and so I just thought I would let everybody know what I'm working with. No excuse. It's clearly a rookie amateur mistake, but I'm doing all of this video on my phone and with the help of a little mini tripod, and no editing software on a laptop. I'm also editing everything on my phone as well. So no phone, no lighting, dealing with hotel room lighting as well, or wherever I'm at. So kind of working with what I've got. So I just want to end my video for the day and just say thank you for watching. If you have been watching, I'm posting on YouTube. If you like my channel and you want to see more videos of random things that I've done, then certainly you can subscribe to the channel. I'll continue to post on other social media as well, at least for my travels here. And just want to say that I miss you, Juanita, and I love you. And I will post again tomorrow or the next day. Thank you all.